Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rockne built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The Flames offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Love. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single running back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! What a grab and go for the score.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This offense has a second down play. To the ground with the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking to throw, it's Leonard. He's got his man.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use the quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? Here's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Looking for a crease. It's locked. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. It's first down from the 11. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Snags it. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He'll try to tack on one more.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Flames will have a first down.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And now on second down for this offense. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Flames are moving quickly down the field. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. He smashes his way through again. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Running back searching for a hole. Shakes off the tackler. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. To throw, it's Leonard. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when we get to the half.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snatches it on the run. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And the Flames with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. That's reeled in, it's great. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about... numbers not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The aerial assault continues. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Flames! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening. Football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up 14 over Bowling Green. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they got him for the sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Collins. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
On second down, wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. This time on target. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires on the move. And that ball is picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Pulls it in. It's Mobley. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to see.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Salter. All alone, he's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The field goal is no good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on.
The Flames will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He's looking to throw it, using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Irish! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He'll try to do it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He breaks a tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Trying to get rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start. He's going to fire deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Gray. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. On the move. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Flames in the hurry up.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Flames are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes trouble. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Gets away from 1. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Liberty! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Looking for the 2-point try. They'll run the option. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. But at least you got the party started.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw, it's Salter. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody. Back, not going to be easy.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. On the run, it's Love. Across the 25, he's got room. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
The sure hands, it's Collins. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 24 over Bowling Green. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to burn this defensive back. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Have them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Flames will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Salter. Feeling some heat. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No special teams unit headed to the field again. They'll go for it for a 7th time. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Flames are marching down the field. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Flames! A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
34, Liberty, 22.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, and get out of here with the dub.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Out of the gun to give to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finds a crease at the 20. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. In the red area, it's Lott. Got enough space. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can get something to eat?
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Second down now after the sack. To the air, it's Salter. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Coming after it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's four-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, fourth, and he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. Sometimes